Hello all and welcome back for episode 8 of our Hannibal Commander Campaign. In the last episode we finally launched our war against the Titani. We built up this army with now Hamilcar in charge, and we took Auriculum from the Titani, and while we did that, the Arverni decided they wanted to declare war on us. So we now have had to pull our force back up here, and we're going to take this army and use them to fight off the Arverni before we come back to deal with the Titani again. Hopefully they're not building too much of a force back here. Kotadasht is under siege, which is somewhat frustrating, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem for us. Mostly because they haven't blocked our port, which is positive, and their army is, I believe, smaller than ours, which is good. We have a small force in here, but more importantly, we have our granted depleted garrison force. So we'll let them continue the siege, and hopefully that goes our way. There's not a whole lot we can do at the moment with our income, but that's fine. I'll be really interested this episode to see if Rome finally lands on our shores. It looks like that's what they're trying to do. We have the Libyans here who have come to our aid, and obviously Nova Carthago have taken the Libyan back, which is very good for us. So let's kind of jump into things a little bit. We can't adjust this yet. This force is also depleted, which is not that great for us at the moment. Yeah, let's quickly look at diplomacy. I'm not sure if we did that on this turn for the last episode. Oh, the Dalmate, they have grown quite a bit, actually, since we last looked over here. Interesting. And I expect the Titani are going to die because, the RDI, sorry, are going to die, because they're at war with Sparta. And you, yeah, mixed feelings towards us. Macedon is doing okay. Still no trade with them, I assume? No. Okay. Lusitani, these are the guys I really, really, really want to get trade with, and they are really intent. Oh, well, look at that. Huh. I was about to say, they're really intent on not doing it. And they have decided that today is the day that we finally trade with them. So that is great news for us. That is very good news for us. What kind of income is that bringing in? 112. Awesome. Okay. Probably helps we have that extra resource now. Which we are probably about to lose, granted. Right. That brings our income up to 800, which is meager, but, you know, we'll take everything we can get at this point in time. Okay, let's end our turn and see what the world has to throw at us. More Roman forces moving down. Yes, and the Arverni are quite predictably... Okay, just waltzing right into Auriculum. Okay, well, we'll go in and take that next turn. Okay. Hidden agent exposed, that's fine. Mission failed, that is also fine. We were never going to get round to that. And we've now got a food shortage again. Okay, reduce slave unrest in Kotadash. That probably doesn't matter so much because it's under siege, but positive. Why are you on the water? That strikes me as a bad idea. And now their armies have left us. We have a food shortage and Rome is on its way. Yep, that is mildly unnerving. Okay. Okay, let's move swiftly and decisively to deal with this issue. We can't waste any time. Okay. How much money have we got? So we are going to need to recruit something cheap just to fill in our ranks a little bit for this battle, because they do have almost full stack and our army is somewhat depleted. But I don't want to spend too much money because we do want to be able to deal with the Romans as well. Okay, so 304. Is there anything cheaper? 193. That might be the way to go for these two armies. Okay. So that will work there. Troops recruited. Cool. Okay. And can we reach the settlement in one turn? We can. Awesome. So, again, time is kind of the essence here, especially with our food shortage. So let's just push up and strike. So we have... Okay, their garrison is almost not worth considering. We have an advantage. We definitely have a ranged advantage. We have a cav advantage, not as useful for the city perhaps, but nonetheless it is our infantry. I think that's going to be our weakest point. So we really need to bring down their infantry if we're going to win this. Okay, well, not very far in, and we have a pretty consequential battle on our hands. If we lose this, this could put us... Actually, no, not could. It would put us in a very, very difficult position. So let's jump right in. If it were a walled settlement, I'd be inclined to siege it out. But of course, we also have our food shortage. And we don't really want rain. Dry is good. Have they sallied out? Ah, they have. I don't know if that's better or worse for us. I suppose it's better just because we can make more use of our cav advantage. Okay, so let's bring everyone back here. And let's put... Okay, you can go as a reserve unit. Our front line, we will... Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to make center infantry here. Put our Iberians on the flanks here. And put, I think, a hoplite, maybe these weaker hoplite units at the back to fill in any gaps, and then a hoplite here and a hoplite here. Okay. So that's going to be our battle setup, our Kanai battle setup. Again, assuming that we could have breaks in the line, especially in the center here. And possibly on the flanks as well. Okay. But we of course have a significant cav advantage. We have a significant ranged advantage. Keep them off skirmish mode for now. And let's put our skirmishers up here. Should be in a very good position to do a lot of damage. Okay. You two can just stay back here like so. Now what have we got? We've got both of our more elite units up here and our less elite units around here. Okay. Which makes sense because their cav unit is over here, so that's fine. And their Oathsworn is up here. Okay, cool. Okay, let's jump into this and see how it goes. I assume they want us to come to them, yeah. Okay, let's position ourselves like so. And you can walk fast forward and bring... Actually, let's not fast forward so that we can micro better with our cav. But you should run, and you should also run. Okay. Now what are our targets going to be? So we want to take out their cav first, and we want to take out their slingers, but in particular, their Oathsworn I think are going to be the biggest threat to us. Ideally, we don't take too many casualties in this battle, because we need as many troops as we can get to ensure that... Okay, come up here. Every Freeman. Every Freeman, okay. Probably not the best target of our javelins, but it'll put you on skirmish mode as well, actually. Okay, they're bringing their general up, which is awesome. Skirmish, they're both sworn general down. Okay, let us take stock here. Let's get our slingers back a bit. And our... Okay, you all just stop moving for a second. You need to push forward. You also need to push forward, as do you. As do you. You two need to push forward, and so do you. Forward, please. Yep. Let's go. Let's run, please. Come on. Okay. Right. You take them out. In that case, these guys should focus on them. Okay, well, I mean, we've definitely sucked them into the center of our line. Just gonna work pretty well. You can run, please. And you should also be running. You should not be walking around this job. Okay. I mean, they're basically dead now, so that's fine. Okay, you run around here. I guess, yeah, okay. So you are working on that, that's fine. Slingers, beautiful. Who's wavering? Ah. This... Oh dear, no. Stop. Okay, you're not very good at skirmish mode, are you? These Numidians. Come on, get out of there. Skirmish them down. You, again, need to run, please. And take out their slingers. Fire on them. Okay, we might be looking at... Fire on them, fire on them, and fire on them. Okay. Time to come in here. You are on skirmish mode? You are. You don't appear to be running in any significant way. Let's bring these units up to maintain morale. This is very costly, no doubt. Okay, you have no ammunition, you can get out of there. And they have broken through our line here as well, so get them in there. Okay, don't charge their cav. Done a good job of protecting their back line. You're out of ammunition, that's okay as well. Right, let's bring this unit in here and pull this slinger unit out. I need you to come around and take out those chosen swords. Come on, Lyrics, get out of here. Go on skirmish mode, please. Okay, their line is collapsing now, so let's push further. Okay, it's a victory. But a costly one.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
I think I made a bit of a mess of that with allowing our troops to get caught off guard by the Arverni's approach. Okay, now they will die either way, which is fine. You get down here, please. You run.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Okay, you two are both out of ammunition. Let's see if we can sandwich their general here.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Lingers, get out. You have no reason to be in there. Okay, go this way. Let's charge on in.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Gosh, they're tough, eh? Okay. But they are now dropping. And they are going to rout. Excellent. Okay, a victory, but again, I mean, extremely costly. I'm surprised our Iberians are the ones that survived to the end of the battle there. Okay. Don't need to continue it because they were in the city. So we have captured that settlement back, hopefully ended our food shortage, but lost a good portion of our force there. Half of it. Our cavalry did very good. Those Oathsworn that were in battle did very good. In fact, our spears did very good as well. Okay. Excellent, let's occupy that.
We fight for you, my lord.
They haven't done too much damage. No, perfect. Let's convert that there. Our force is still a full stack, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue. There's no point really in holding on to these units. Okay. So we'll let this army recover here just for a moment, as they replenish. And we will probably recruit some more Scutari, I would say. These Balearic Slingers are getting quite experienced, which is awesome. That bodes very well for our war against Rome. But now we have to turn our attention to the homeland, where we have to... Okay, how much is that going to cost? That would be all our income to do that. So let's not worry about that. Let's, for now, recruit some units. So what have we got in our garrison? We have 2 javelin men, 4 javelin men, some hoplites. Okay. So in terms of mercenaries, okay, we're probably better off with the Scutari, but they are definitely more expensive. We get 2 of those, and possibly some javelins as well, which aren't too expensive. What's the difference here? 3287 9. The same, but these are much more expensive up front. So let's get a couple of these here. Get one more, seeing as we can afford it. Let's throw that in there. And they says they're taking attrition. They shouldn't anymore because our food crisis is over. I assume that will correct itself next turn. Okay. Right. So, slight recovery. Yeah, we'll see what Rome does. Let's also jump into our diplomacy again.
Be welcome here
Barter,
and speak as you
trade
wish.
agreement moderate, rejected.
I think trade a
But
bad
it looks
idea.
like that's the possibility of that has improved.
Welcome.
Non-aggression
I
pact,
throw
no.
open.
Okay. Right. Yeah, let's quick look at politics, which looks to be going, yeah, -11, -10. Okay, so all of them are disloyal now. Mago, I believe, is the former commander. Yes, he is. So we'll want to bring him back into the fold at some point. Okay, let's end our turn. Okay, they've gone back for Lily Biome. And here the Editani have attacked. Yeah, I mean, I don't see how they win this. I think our ability to destroy them here will be quite good. So if we go aggressive, kill as many of them as we can. Okay, excellent. That's their entire force gone. Let's just kill them so we can maintain better relations with the Lusitani. Our research is complete. Attrition report. Yeah, so it seems it takes a turn. Subject given scenario. Seems it takes a turn for the food shortage to be resolved. So even though we, in theory, resolved our food shortage last term, we still took attrition on these units. The Romans have backed off and all our allies have returned. So I'm actually going to maybe remove most of these to preserve our income. Okay. Faction destroyed. Massagete, who are, I think, down here somewhere. Okay. Hanno has got Falcata, excellent. Hannibal. Okay, factional mercenary replenishment. That works really well for us. That's really, really good. And motivated populace, especially at the moment when we're trying to, our army in Iberia is trying to replenish relatively fast. Okay, let's address this this political issue. The streets are alive with prattle at your expense. Your cousin has been involved in the aggressive argument in a public space. The street entertainers are already mocking you. Okay. Cousin. Let's chastise him. Yep. So they have gone back to 0, which is good. This is still -11. We have no money to do anything about that right now. Let's jump up here.
My lord.
Okay, this force is replenishing. These mercenaries are going to take some time by the looks of it. But we do want to start moving back down. Your public order up here is not great. If we exempt you from tax, yeah, that does not help us at all.
We fight for you, my lord.
But we do have, yeah, so unit cultural influence should be increasing. I am pretty keen on moving this force back down this way so we can take our RSA and then move on to Raqqa. I think that's going to be our approach as opposed to coming back through here. I mean, we could. Problem is, I don't want to get caught up in a long siege when they still have the settlement. Yeah, let's move back down here. Okay. And hopefully, how many turns does that say? 7 turns, 10 turns. That is a lot. Regardless, there's not a lot we can do now this turn. We do need to choose a new technology. We've been trying to build up our economic circumstances here. How much do we get from trade at the moment in income? 480, so not a huge amount. I'm not sure that this is going to create a big difference for us. However, being able to improve our fish markets later on, that will be valuable. Political action cost is also going to be good because I am anticipating that we're going to be making more of those soon. Because they are costly, right? So if I were to look at secure loyalty here, yeah, 1300. Okay. Let's go for that because, I mean, no, we don't need to worry about that. So let's go for that because that, I mean, I'm anticipating there's going to be a serious cash drain for us there in the future. Excellent. Diplomacy, perhaps nothing else has changed, I would guess. I like to check it all the time just in case. Still no. Ah, the RDI have actually taken Apollonia, which is not great because they don't like us. Interesting. How do they feel about the RDI? Positively. Okay. Well, let's see what we can do here. What about trade? Low. Okay. We still want Liguria to like us, but they are very much not interested.
Our ancestors were proud men and stood alone against the world.
No.
For now,
So they dislike Massilia, and they like the Arverni, whom we dislike. Okay. Let's end turn here. Well, Lily Biome has fallen again. Oh my, okay. Another Arverni force.
I offer this in the
Yes, Lusitani military access would be great. Maybe you can come help us out. Okay. And the Romans, yep, the Romans are still getting something of a beating. Hamilcar. Okay. Excellent. Extra zeal for Hamilcar. That is very good. War declared between Macedon and the RDI. Okay. Okay. That is positive. In fact, it looks like Sparta has retaken Apollonia. So we're having public order, I think, improving. Oh no, not improving at all.
Ready for orders.
We bring this force up here. It uses a considerable amount of our movement range. Good chance of ambush.
We cannot do that.
We go up there.
My lord.
We are out of range of the settlement. And we can't reach the Arverni either. Would it be nice if we could reach them and ambush them? So we could ambush. I hope that they run past us, but my guess is that they won't. Or we garrison the settlement, maybe stabilize its public order. It does also provide a garrison. Okay, yeah, let's jump into the settlement. I think that's our best chance. And we don't want to lose the food again, frankly. Of course, they could come down to Numantia. So be it. Okay. Do we need to hire more mercenaries? More infantry could be valuable. Maybe one more Scutari. Yeah, I mean these units are all severely depleted. And they don't have that much experience, so 38. So 47 versus 45. I mean, it's going to be half our treasury if we merge these two and recruit another Italian sword. I think that was the best use of our income there. Okay. Excellent. What have they got up here? Slightly more cav by the looks of it. Slightly better cav as well. But mostly trash. Excellent. This force is replenishing. Again, Kortadash I think is in a good circumstance. We could in theory push up with this force if we had the money, but we don't. So that is what that is. Carthago, again, I mean, we're fairly well protected and the Romans are being hunted down by our allies, so we are very lucky here. You could make the case that our allies are playing a role of the Carthaginians in the Second Punic War, who launched assaults into Sicily. Because the Carthaginians didn't completely give up on it. So in a sense, assaults on Sicily, assaults on the Romans in the sea is not super unrealistic for what we're going for. Okay, let's end the turn. And the Romans retreat. Excellent. Perhaps they'll take Lilybæum again. And the Arverni come for us. I think... See, it seems to suggest that we wouldn't win this. I think that's wrong. I sincerely think that's wrong. Would it give us... Okay, it would give it to us in a battle. But let's fight this. I think we have a very, very good shot with this battle. I would posit that we have a cav advantage again. So if we can... Is this a capture point? So it's not suggesting any time limit, but I've made that mistake before. Okay, well, I guess we'll start down here to be safe, and then we will begin to look elsewhere. So we want to protect the spot. We want to protect the spot. Yeah. We also want to protect the spot. And let's put our Italian swords over here. Right. do have extra defensive units. In fact, let's put our garrison on the front line, because our garrison are the ones that we're not so concerned about should they need to be replenished. Okay. You behind here. You go into Hoplite Wall. Yeah. Maybe we do something along those lines. Okay. If we can get that one guy into... There we go. Perfect. Do you have a shield wall? You don't. Okay, that's all good. Right. We do want to place our cav out of the settlement as well. We want to use them to destroy our enemy's cavalry. So let's bring these 3 units over here. Okay. Our general will put him here to provide inspiration to our forces. And we will do the same with this unit. And then we have the mob, which can mostly just soak up any enemy charges or enemy
Infantry at your command.
enemy missiles. Okay, this Scutari unit is fine, kept up here. What else am I missing? Ah, we have another hoplite unit. Let's put them up here. Is this garrison? No, this is... Put them into a hoplite formation, and we do something along those lines. And can reinforce it with... Or perhaps not. Should we put it here to pick up the bulk of the charge and have our... Well, they do have missiles though. So if we put them forward and then have our hoplites in just behind. Perfect. Okay, now the other thing we need to set up is our skirmishers. So we do have some javelins, which is going to work really nicely for us. And our lingers. Okay. This unit up here as well. And keep this unit up here. Okay. Perfect. I think we're good to go. So let's pull our cavalry out. Or do we keep them hidden? Actually, yeah, let's keep them hidden for now. Just so that the enemy get lured into here and we can hopefully trap them. Make sure all these are off skirmish mode. They are. Perfect. Okay. The lighting for this battle is not quite ideal, but that's okay. Look at that, though. Awesome. Not sure what their plan is. I guess they're just going to charge on in. They are. Let's go. See what you've got. Got a javelin in the face is what you have. Awesome. Okay. So they've got another one here. Our mob hopefully absorbed that charge fairly well, and we have our Valeric slingers pushing in. They still haven't seen our cavalry, which is, I think, a positive thing for us.
The men are wavering.
Our mob is going there, that's fine. Let's bring you around this way. And bring these two, or in fact, let's do the opposite. So this is going to be a massive grind. We do want them to commit their forces. Are you firing?
Our men flee the field of battle.
Okay, they must have four field of range. Bring them just across like this. They might be more inclined to fire.
Missile cavalry at your command. Follow me.
My lord! Riders forward!
You make your noble cavalry. Swift and accurate.
Riders advance!
You make your noble cavalry.
Okay, got shots off on their javelins. Okay, our javelins, our slingers are now firing right into the backs of our own men, which is not really what we want. So if we take them off fire at will, and get them to fire perhaps this way. You come back here, you need to be on skirmish mode, I think.
Battle ready and eager. You make your noble cavalry. You make your noble cavalry.
Immediate cavalry!
You make your noble cavalry.
In fact, I think we would do well to pull these forces around.
You make your noble cavalry. You make your noble cavalry.
Okay, so put these units on quickly reload. Them on skirmish mode and quick reload, and also... Oh, no, not that. Skirmish mode and quick reload. And you can run. Okay, you need to come out of top-light formation and guard mode, and you also need to... Nope, you're okay. Cool. What are you doing? Come back here. Target the oath spawn, please.
Immediate cavalry! Ready your weapons!
Hopefully a nice charge.
Our men flee the
Oh.
field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Probably not the best unit for it. That's okay. And you can pull back now. You need to run, please. I think I need to turn automatic running on, by the looks of it.
Numidian cavalry! Numidian! No fire!
Our mob here has held on a very long time, which is pretty impressive. And our slingers have decided they want to get into the action, which is really dumb. Don't do that. Come on.
Shameful display.
Oh no. Oh, they've broken through. Okay, you get in there. You get in there. Slingers, if you can withdraw, please. Let's get this mob over here as well. Okay, Cav, just pull out. You can give them a nice charge back here.
Italian swordsmen! Double time! Swords! Scutori! Orders! Sting and warriors ready! We are at your command!
Awesome. They should start breaking soon, hopefully. Our oath sworn. Now what does, is this melee, just melee attack and morale? Okay, that's fine. Okay. This is where we want to start pushing now. And we want to start hunting down enemy units, so you can start
One
doing
of our
that.
units has used all its ammunition.
We've got another unit? We do. Perfect. Oh, okay. Well, they've come back, so that's fine. You chase them down. You can get out of there and just come back up here. Let's go. Come on.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
To ensure that they cannot get out. I told you to go up there.
The battle is turning in our favor.
And this should be all but one, really. Can our general inspire anyone? We're still on hoplite formation and guard mode, so we can end that. And let's destroy these Oathsworn. Excellent. Okay. Good victory. We did lose quite a few men in the end. That's fine. Our cav in particular took quite the beating. Let's send them out to hunt down some of these Levy Freemen.
general is dead.
Is anyone else escaping us? Yes. I'm after them.
We are at your
Okay.
command.
Good, good, good. Okay, we'll do this. We'll hunt them down. And then we can... Oh, is there more over there? No, I'm seeing things. And then we'll send this unit out this direction. The fewer that survive, the better. So what's that? That's Celtic warriors. Okay, you turn around. As opposed to Celtic warriors and mercenary Gallic warriors. Okay, let's come for them. Ideally, this army gets destroyed. I'm not sure that we're going to get enough of them to do that. What is left? I can't see anything, so I think there we go. Excellent. That went fairly well. Hopefully we didn't lose any units. We may have lost these two here. I really hope not. Again, about half of our force was lost there. And yeah, it looks like they did survive. So this cav unit, that Celtic warrior, maybe a levy. Okay. And the skirmishers. Okay. Let's take the money on this one. And the Editani come up with another force. Excellent, so Hamilcar has leveled up. Perfect, that works very well for us. Morale for mercenary units would be great. Enables brace. Okay. Alternatively, we have replenishment rate. That's going to be pretty good. Let's go for replenishment rate on him. And let's sally out, take out this army once and for all. They have got a new generals unit, which is one of the more annoying things for this game, but you destroy the general unit, and sometimes that's not the best idea, because you want the general to survive so that you can... so that it doesn't get replaced with a brand fresh new full health unit. Okay. I'm not going to auto-resolve this because I don't think I want to lose any of these units. No, I don't, so we'll quickly fight it. And just send our healthier units out to deal with that. Probably those two healthy Numidian units. Oh, let's not go with fog. More fog. Dry, perfect. Okay, so let's pull this force back here. And we're going to want this unit, this, and this. Perhaps that as well. Okay. We will take these three. Take that Earthsworn as well. This is going to be one of those battles where there's, like that siege defense, where it's not going to be a real Hannibal tactic to use in this circumstance. We just don't have capabilities for it, which is fine.
Missiles, my lord.
So let's just push forward here.
You begin double cavalry.
And see where the enemy are. I expect they're sitting up here somewhere. Most likely. Yep, there we go. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be brutal for the men. I hope they've been working out, because that's going to be a steep run up. Okay. Let's charge them in, and let's get them to fire. Okay, well, skirmish mode. Let's go back to normal speed. Okay. Okay, pull out. You're getting hammered with javelins, and you're gonna die if you're not careful, which is not really what we want. That's perhaps too risky on my part, especially with our... Okay, so pull this unit all the way back. If you can run, please. And this unit can keep firing on the heavy horse. Perfect. There's only 2 of them left. Let's turn around and deal with that. And they've given up the hill advantage, which works well for us. Okay, let's come up this side.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
You all need to... You are running. Perfect.
You begin double cavalry. For glory.
Okay, let's take out their slingers. Or javelins. And then let's withdraw. Withdraw, please. Withdraw, come on. Let's go. You're not in it for the long haul there. Okay, we took way too many losses there, that's fine. Okay, so let us take these 3. We have our infantry.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
You can just start. Just come up here. Oh, you've been caught. My apologies. Let's go. That was poor on my part. Let's get out of there.
Our hidden units
get out.
have been discovered.
Run.
Loyal sons of Carthage.
Okay, slingers. Let's start firing on. So we can focus their slingers down for now. Could do considerable damage to them here, even though they're in the forest. Our slingers are just so experienced at this point, some of them anyway.
Our hidden units have been discovered.
They're firing. How are you getting caught up with? That seems... Oh, don't die. Oh no. Okay, that is devastating. Because that was a really experienced unit. That is extremely disappointing. Okay. I'm going to hop that wall here. You can come around here, and you can come over here.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
That is gutting. That was extremely irresponsible on my part. I didn't realize they'd been caught up with, or that they'd managed to catch up with them so quickly, which strikes me as strange, but clearly I just massively misjudged that. Yeah, okay. You just hold there. Take them out. Actually, you know what? You just turn around, because we're going to get way more friendly fire than we need, and you ran completely bypast them. Turn around there.
We have discovered the enemy's
Yep,
hidden
let's go.
units.
Now you focus them down. General, no, actually, that's too risky as well. Let's take this Oathsworn down. Almost there.
Our hidden units have been discovered.
Well, that battle was unnecessarily costly, because the entire point of fighting that was to protect my cav. And now they're gone, so that was clearly not the right choice. Or, well, perhaps fighting it was the right choice. I think the way in which I've chosen to fight this battle was not the right choice. I should have kept my cav out of it for the most part. It's far too aggressive given how low unit count they were at. Okay, let's just end that one there. Decisive, but also a costly victory. That has a 2 silver chevron unit, which is extremely disappointing. Well, at least that Arverni army is destroyed now, so that does prevent them from coming back and operating behind our front line. Let's release them. Okay. Oh dear. Well. This force is extremely depleted. The Editani are moving up again. Let's force march into Numantia. We may have to consider putting another unit into... Well, I guess there's a couple things we could do. We can think about merging a bunch of units, building this army up, and just pushing in next turn. Or we can hold off and push out and try to build up Ariculum, because, I mean, it's the likelihood of a revolt here is looking quite high, but can we afford to lose food? Probably not. So I think what we do... Yeah, okay. We'll look to rebuild this army, but we'll do that in the next episode, because we've been going for a pretty good long time now to hopefully make up a little bit for the shorter episode last week. So thanks all so much for watching. We'll see where next episode goes. Hopefully we bring the fight further into Editani lands and maybe even get to taking them out. So thanks all so much for watching. See you in the next episode next week. Cheers.